Welcome everybody, and welcome everybody to another Design Engineer Ideas. Today I have two ideas that are actually new to me anyway. We'll see how maybe new they are out there, but if nothing else, by me doing this video, I've documented that I have come up with them. Maybe I'm not the first, but I guess we'll see in the future. Just like my rocker arms, 10 years later, find out that somebody else designed the same exact thing. So, after watching terrorists use vehicles to run over people and to kill them, use it as a weapon, using vehicles as a weapon, I realized that at least to some degree we already have a solution for that problem. It's not a complete one, but here goes. We have the technology now to have sensors on our vehicles to indicate what's going on around the vehicle and to keep us from having an accident. I don't really like government getting involved, but in this case maybe we could speed up the process of at least all rental vehicles having the sensors on them, so that if they see an object in front of them, they stop. That way, at least if they rented a vehicle, they couldn't use it as a weapon. And of course the problem is then the sensors and all would have to be such that if you tampered with them, it would render the vehicle inoperative, which would probably add some cost to it. I'm not sure how great an idea this is, but I think it warrants some looking at, some consideration. And actually, as far as rental vehicles go, it may end up saving insurance companies that insure rental vehicles, because there may be even less accidents with rental cars. I know that friends of mine and I would make jokes whenever we had to rent a car on a business trip, that as we're driving around and we'll say close to having an accident, say, it's a rental, so it wasn't no big deal. It wasn't like it was our car. Of course, we had paid insurance on it, so the car would have been taken care of. But we acted like it wasn't no big deal. So maybe it would even be a good thing for the insurance companies in that area. It would probably speed the technology along, because there'd be more justification for spending the money to get these cars out there, fully operative. That would then also drive the costs down and make it more affordable for your everyday driver. So except for the fact that the government would get involved in it, maybe it could be taken care of through the insurance companies. Maybe they could drive it. However, that's one possibility, and it may be able to be taken even further, like trying to use a car, creating a bomb inside of a vehicle. There maybe could be sensors that could smell the chemicals or or if they try to use wire it into the vehicle. I don't know. There's a lot of things about it I don't know. So there's an idea. Now, I'm not sure where I left off, but the other idea is one that I came up with while I was sitting on the toilet in our powder room. And if you're not sure what a powder room is, that's a half bath. So it's just a toilet and a sink. And of course a mirror. And I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm looking over at the sink. And of course behind the sink is the mirror. And I'm just remembering that sometimes I'd like to see the back of my head when I'm like cutting my hair and things like that, see how things look. And I would think, of course, women want to see the back of their heads all the time to see how their hair is. And I thought, well, why do we use mirrors anymore? We have monitors. And if we put a monitor in there with a camera built into the monitor, then you can see the front of you just like you're looking in a mirror. Right now, I'm looking at myself, just as if I was looking in a mirror. And then have also a camera built in behind you that then shows the back of your head. And you can have it down in the corner, show a small picture of the back of your head, and if you touch it, it can change over and now see the front of see the back of your head in full scale. In fact, you can even scale it up. The other thing as well is if you don't want to look at yourself, you can have it hooked to your cables, to your satellite, whatever you want to call it, and be able to watch programs right there, in your bathroom. You can look at news articles, just about anything. So, and you could use voice activation to change channels and to flip it back and forth from a mirror to a TV. I can't imagine that it would be that much more expensive than a damn mirror anymore. And if you can use Bluetooth, then you don't even have to have your rear camera hooked directly to your, you don't even need any wiring to hook the camera up. In fact, you might even make the camera battery operated. And of course, all of this could be set up so that it shuts off when you leave the bathroom, so that you have no extra power being used while you're not in there. It might even be triggered off of the light switch. Who knows? I mean, there's 100 ways to do it. I don't know what the best way would be, but I certainly think I would prefer a monitor over a mirror in my bathroom if I could have it, especially if I can have it, show me the back of my head. And right now, looking at my hair, I could say it doesn't look that bad when I look in a mirror, so maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe the lighting or whatever. But it's just an idea. It's the way things come to me. And in this case, I've already determined that there's no technical issues here. In fact, in either one of these ideas, it's just, there's the problem. What's a solution? and look for it, and if I come up with something, great. If I don't, okay. Now, if somebody uses this and I don't get a dime off of it, well, that's my fault. However, at least I've got it documented now, which this is a way to do that. You also could do that and not put it on YouTube, which would give you at least a record of what you've come up with. Probably, and it's of course a lot easier in a lot of ways than trying to write it down, type it out on your own. Of course, now we got programs of voice recognition that'll do the typing for you. So if you're into that, you can go about it that way as well. But now I have it documented, and now there's some sooner you're going to see it on YouTube, so I would appreciate some comments, and if somebody wants to get involved or see if we can set something up for an example of how to do it, that would be great. So see you next time.